We have got this New York-born, California-raised actress. She is a force of nature. She ruled on The King of Queens for 9 seasons. You know what we're talking about, right? Then went old school, all before a second act. And with the release of her 2015 New York Times best-selling book, she took on Scientology. Now she has added game show host to the resume. Check it out.
Here is your first clue. American swimmer with the most gold medals.
Oh, I can see his face. I can see his ears.
Okay.
I can cut. He's from Baltimore.
Go ahead. Just picture the ears. So what, sorry.
Philip.
What is it?
Philip.
Is it Philip? It is not Philip.
I know who it is.
Okay, let's.
So close with the ears. Joining us now is actress, Emmy Award-winning producer, best-selling author, and game show host, Leah Remini. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I got to ask you, this new show, it's fantastic. It's hilarious. What's it like being a game show host?
Thank you. I love it. I mean, I love it. I leave work and I was like, I have no complaints. This is very weird for me. I think the hardest thing was, doing 6 shows a day, changing Spanx, and you understand how difficult
I know it well.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know that you have to wear Spanx. I do. I've been eating nonstop since March. And not being able to give people things even though they lost. Like, I'm very much a hostess. Like, I don't show up to people's houses empty-handed. I don't care if it's my mother. Like, I bring a cake. I don't know why people don't.
So if you show up to my house, can you bring me one of those Emmys in your background?
The show, I'm like, what? Nah.
Oh, come on. You got 2. You can just part with 1.
But here's what I will do.
What?
I'll give you a coffee cake. I'll bring you a coffee cake.
Yeah. Coffee cake.
She's that herself as a New Yorker. I love it.
All right, so talk to us about this show. Explain how it works, because it's called People Puzzler, right?
Yeah, so it's, the crossword puzzle in People magazine,
yes.
Right? So it's that. And Game Show Network created a show called The People Puzzler, and it's fun facts, it's pop culture. Like even the clip that you showed, like I don't know if it's under pressure, but I've never been good at answering questions if I'm timed or I'm under pressure, because as the poor guy's thinking about it, I'm thinking, I don't freaking know.
Let's just be honest, right?
That would be my answer. Like, that's why I would never want a game show, because I'm like, I don't freaking know.
I don't know.
Is that an answer? I don't freaking know.
No, I don't think that cuts it. But those nails, though, on the other hand, are fabulous, by the way. You see? All the ladies went, oh.
I do a lot. A lot. It's a lot.
Wow. All right, I want to bring in the team, because we also want to talk about, you've got a...
Like, I'm always trying to impress my 16-year-old, I'm like, what do you think of mommy's nails? She's like,
Well, I think you outdid yourself this time.
I also get the same reaction about anything that I do, by the way. So it's not even just the nails. It's like, have you ever seen your mother on The King of Queens? She's like, Jerry was so funny.
Oh, my
9
gosh.
seasons, though. I mean, that was quite a show for you. And you also have a podcast. Before we get to some of the questions with the team, talk to us about that. Scientology Fair Game, right?
Oh, so... Yeah, so Mike Rinder and I, who we did it, I did the Aftermath with, my co-producer. We decided to continue the conversation because from the Aftermath, people get attacked, bullied, stalked, Scientology in an attempt to silence victims from speaking, and that is under a bunch of directives called Fair Game. And those are policies that basically call for the utter destruction of anybody speaking out against their abusers. If you were in Scientology and you report as a child you were molested by a Scientologist or an employee of Scientology, if you report that crime to the police, you are considered an enemy to Scientology. You are labeled what's called fair game. And from that, it activates the attack from Scientology. And their goal is to silence you, and I'm quoting now, or if at all possible, utterly destroyed. They believe that people like me or people who speak out or file police reports should be eradicated from the planet. And
Oh,
that
my
is
goodness.
the concept that every Scientologist believes.
Yeah.
That is justified to try to destroy people like me and silence us. And so they do that every day. It's happening every day. It's not a thing in the past. If you were a rape victim of Scientology or a Scientologist, they will, again, stalk, harass, and they use their tax-exempt money, spend millions a month on going after victims of Scientology.
Well, it is quite a balance.
And so
that
that's
you,
why we're doing the podcast.
Yeah,
because
and
it's not, like I said, it's not a thing of the past.
it's happening right now, which
and
is
will continue
sobering.
to happen because
Yeah.
fair game policies. Yeah.
Well, Leah, thank you so much for giving us some information on that. We do have the team here. Unfortunately, we're simply
We're out of time, but I
It's
just
okay,
love,
we just get to say hi, Leah, bye, Leah.
Leah, I just love that you got your New Yorker accent when you're like, I bring over a coffee cake.
I bring a coffee
Because
cake.
I'm with you. I was raised, you always got to bring a coffee cake. Like, it's just one of those things you have to bring.
Yeah. 100%. I mean,
Now where? Where?
Is she an
But where?
animal? She's
Where is it
bringing a
from,
coffee
Leah?
cake.
Leah, where is it from?
What?
The coffee cake!
oh my God, I love her.
The coffee!
Coffee cake? Where is it from?
Yeah, like what? Like, do you have a bakery in New York?
Dios mío.
Go anywhere. Go to the freaking supermarket.
Go to King Cullen. Go to the bodega.
That's
Go
why.
anywhere.
Don't show up to somebody's house empty-handed.
Thank you.
period.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. That's what I learned in the Manorino household. That you always got to bring something, no matter what. Oh, Leah, thank you.
Leah,
Thank you
thanks
so
so much
much.
for joining
Congrats.
us. Always a pleasure seeing you.
All right, I'll send you a coffee cake.
Shut up.
She doesn't want
Emmy.
it.
We want your Emmy. All right. People Puzzle premieres this evening on Game Show Network and airs Monday through Friday.